Mobb Deep was an American hip-hop duo from the Queensbridge Houses in New York City. The group consisted of Havoc and Prodigy and is considered one of the most critically acclaimed hardcore East Coast hip-hop groups all of time. They were known for their dark, hardcore delivery as exemplified in Shook Ones, Part 2. Mobb Deep became one of the most successful rap duos in hip-hop, having sold over 3 million records. Prodigy died on June 20, 2017. Two of their albums have been critical successes, the infamous 1995 and Hell on Earth 1996. The group briefly disbanded in 2012 but later reunited. Biography Early life In 1992, before Mobb Deep was officially established, Havoc and Prodigy originally went by Poetical Prophets and released their first demo titled Flavor for the Non-Believers, which was promoted through the unsigned hype column of the Source magazine. In 1993, Havoc and Prodigy released their debut album, Juvenile Hell, which was promoted by the single Peer Pressure. Also that year, Havoc made a guest appearance on the Black Moon album Enta Das Stage on a song titled You Da Man. In 1994 the duo released a single titled Shook Ones Part 1. Rise to Success The group saw its first major success with their second album, The Infamous, released in 1995. Mobb Deep catapulted to the top of the hardcore hip-hop scene through Havoc and Prodigy's straightforward narration of street life. In this album, Mobb Deep portrayed the struggles of living in New York City's Queensbridge Houses where Havoc grew up. Following the release of The Infamous, Mobb Deep became some of the most prolific artists of the East Coast. The production of this album was very dark and sample-based thanks to Havoc, who produced the beats from this point forward. Furthermore, the hit single Shook Ones PT 2, a remix to the hit Shook Ones, received critical acclaim. Nas as well as Method Man and Raekwon of the Wu-Tang Clan appear on Hell on Earth. In 1996, they appeared on the Red Hot Organization's compilation CD, America is Dying Slowly alongside Biz Markie, Wu-Tang Clan and Fat Joe among many other prominent hip-hop artists. This compilation was solely meant to raise awareness of the AIDS epidemic among African American men, and this compilation was heralded as a masterpiece by the Source magazine, a hip-hop publication. 1997 Mobb Deep was featured on Frankie Cutlass' Politics and Bullsh** T album track title No Dog Game, which also features Cool G Rap. In 1998, the duo collaborated with reggae dancehall artist Bounty Killer on the track Deadly Zone for the soundtrack to Blade. In 1999, they released the highly anticipated Murda Music album, which, despite extensive bootlegging, had the majority of its songs unintentionally leaked. This resulted in delays in the official album release. When the album was officially released, it eventually debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and quickly received platinum certification and was further promoted by the popular single Quiet Storm. Shortly afterward, Prodigy released his long-awaited solo album HNIC, in which he collaborated with fellow artists like BG, NORE, and producers, including The Alchemist, Rockwilder and Just Blaze. East Coast vs. West Coast feud Mobb Deep was part of the infamous East Coast vs. West Coast hip-hop rivalry that was fueled and increasingly promoted by the private media. The beef started when Snoop Dogg and the West Coast group, Ta Dog Pound, released New York, which Mobb Deep, along with Capone and Noriega and Tragedy Gaddafi, responded with the song LA. This song can be found on Capone and Noriega's debut album The War Report. This song was released during rapper Tupac Shakur's final days of incarceration. Members of Tupac's group, Outlaws, allegedly attended a Mobb Deep concert. They then visited with Tupac over public rumoring that the duo had snubbed them at the concert. Tupac dissed Mobb Deep on multiple tracks, including Hit 'Em Up and When We Ride on Our Enemies, in which Tupac makes light of Prodigy's sickle cell disease. Additional Tupac diss tracks include Bomb First, My Second Reply, where Tupac said You're Barely Breathin', and Against All Odds, both of which were released on Tupac's posthumous studio album, The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory. Mobb Deep retaliated on their 1996 release of Hell on Earth, which contains a diss track entitled Draw Page M on M. I was happy about it, Havoc told Jack Thriller, the N, saying our names. I didn't know what the F, the beef was about. I didn't even care. I was like damn, did you hear that? Tupac dissing us. We about to sell some records. Havoc also revealed that Mobb Deep had never even crossed paths with Pac before his death in September 1996. He added, and we never got a chance to cross paths with him because he passed away. He said, I saw him from a long distance but I never met him. I was a fan, but didn't even know him. In the nostalgic Q&A, the famed rapper, producer also recalled his time touring and working with Tupac's most famous rival, the Notorious B.I.G., on the song Last Day away from Biggie's Life After Death album. Read more. Havoc speaks on Tupac versus Mobb Deep beef. I was happy about it. http://theboombox.com/havoc-speaks-on-2pac-vs-mob-deep-was-happy-about-it/track back =smclip 2000 to 2010 Mobb Deep released Infamy. While in 2001 the song Burn, featuring Vita, was perceived as a response to Jay-Z's diss song Takeover on the Blueprint, as was Crawling, in which Prodigy's two verses both mention Jay-Z. The album marked a major stylistic change in which the duo moved away from a raw, minimalist, stripped-down beat toward a commercial-friendly in terms with such songs as Hey Love, Anything. This transition fostered accusations of selling out. In 2003, the group split with Loud Records and released Free Agents, the Murda mixtape, in which Havoc and Prodigy proclaimed themselves free agents and addressed the group's split with its old label and its search for a new label. Jive Records signed the duo later in the year through a deal with the group's own imprint. Mobb Deep then released America's Nightmare in 2004. The record sold poorly and led to the group's departure from the label. Today, as a result of various mergers, all of Mobb Deep's studio albums from 1995 to 2004 are owned by Sony Music Entertainment, G-Unit Records. In June 2005, Mobb Deep announced they had signed with G-Unit Records. 50 Cent had a connection to Mobb Deep as he grew up in Queens, and Havoc had provided production on projects by G-Unit, Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. Mobb Deep released their seventh album, Blood Money, in 2006. It features G-Unit members 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo and Young Buck, as well as Mary J. Blige and Nate Dogg. In 2006, Mobb Deep became the first American hip-hop duo to perform in India, via VH1's Hip Hop Hustle. In late 2009, Mobb Deep were released from their contract with G-Unit. 2011 to present, Breakup, Reunion, The Infamous Mobb Deep and Death of Prodigy. On April 4, 2011, Mobb Deep released a new single called Dog Shit, featuring rapper Nas. This is the first official song by Mobb Deep since Prodigy's release from jail. It was produced by Havoc and Alchemist. On July 27, 2012, Havoc told All Hip Hop in interview that the group is on an indefinite hiatus. According to Hip Hop DX, Mobb Deep had a falling out after Havoc blasted Prodigy on Twitter, and eventually, a sound clip leaked of him taking numerous shots at his former Mobb Deep partner during their concert at SXSW. At first, Havoc claimed that he was hacked. However, he later confirmed it was him and originally denied because he felt that Twitter was not a place to resolve a beef. He also stated that he had a diss track aimed at Prodigy in the making, Same Shit Different Day. The song later turned out to be separated, Real from the Fake, which appeared on Havoc's solo album 13. However, in January 2013, Prodigy said that he is sure he would record with Havoc in the future. Mobb Deep appeared on Papoose' debut album The Nasarima Dream on the track Aim, Shoot. They later reunited and performed for Paid Dues on March 30, 2013 and an international 20th anniversary tour starting in May 2013. On March 22, 2013, the group officially reunited for an interview and explained that music is the most important thing in their lives and that they had been friends for too long to break up the friendship. Around the May 2013 release of Havoc's third studio album, 13, Havoc announced that him and Prodigy had been in the studio for over a month working on the duo's eighth studio album, which was already halfway done. He also stated that he will be doing the entire production on the album. On April 1, 2014, the group released its eighth studio album, The Infamous Mobb Deep, a double album that included one CD with original new music and one with unreleased tracks from sessions from The Infamous. On June 20, 2017, Prodigy passed away in Las Vegas, Nevada. He succumbed to his long battle with sickle cell anemia. Discography. Juvenile Hell, 1993. The Infamous, 1995. Hell on Earth, 1996. Murda Music, 1999. Infamy, 2001. America's Nightmare, 2004. Blood Money, 2006. The Infamous Mobb Deep, 2014. References. External links. Official website. Interview with Prodigy. Prodigy interview of 2006, hip hop publication. Prodigy interview of 2007, hip hop publication.